This is Pav Bamber.
Pav, you look. Give me that.
Go on.
You handsome man. I told him to get a haircut. He's got it done. That's giving him an extra 12 minutes in the interview.
Extra 12?
Congratulations.
You know what, I've got to say, thanks for the advice. I got a good brushing off with my mother yesterday after the short show interview.
Yeah. Did she agree though?
To be honest though, she agreed big time.
You look 10 years younger.
Do I?
Yeah.
You know what, mate? It's all you, innit? It's all you. Yeah, she was happy. Eddie Hearn gave her the advice, and that's it. How's the style today, anyway?
The style's good. The style was okay yesterday. Like I said, it was just the hair.
Just the hair.
Yeah. Now you look young. You look fresh. You know.
So how old would you say I look? Right now.
I think you look older.
Older than.
But you look more of a serious player.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like yesterday, I thought I weren't sure whether we were going to let you in on it.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You actually look like some respectable media.
So, that's fair enough. Because you know what it is, I'm only 20, so I'm trying to punch above.
Yeah.
I'm trying to punch above 20, but yeah. But anyway, and obviously behind us today is the official poster, Golovkin, Brook. First of all, Eddie, what do you make of the body language of both the fighters today and of the press conference itself? Very interesting it was, I think.
I didn't think Gennady looked that great, actually. I mean, they scuttled off after the press conference. I don't know, maybe I'm clutching at straws, but I'm going to clutch at them. Because we need all the help we can get in this fight. But Kel's great, you know, he's a couple of pounds to go. You'll see him on the scales tomorrow. He's going to look sensational. We all know the game. We know how tough this is, but we believe we've got an elite fighter that has so many more levels to show. He's going to have to show them, but I think he can.
In particular, if you notice, Abel Sanchez made that comment.
Yeah, it's quite strange.
Yeah,
I've not really seen him like that before. I don't. Again, look, you can make out things. You know, you can make out all kinds of things. Oh, Abel Sanchez is worried because he said something out of the blue, or maybe he just thought it was funny to say that, or maybe he was just trying to hype the fight. I don't know, but it was quite surprised me. And you know, I just don't think this is going to go to script. People think he's going to go in there and do his normal thing and knock Brook out, and I don't know. I just don't see it playing out like that. I think something's going to happen in this fight. I think this is going to be a dramatic night.
So it's going to be a big drama show, but
show, but maybe reverse.
Exactly.
Maybe a reverse drama show. You know, look, like I said, I sell fights, but I'm also a realist. I know how tough this fight is. I know Brook's the underdog, but I just believe in him. I just believe he's going to win. Everything that's fallen into place, not just with this fight, but just everything that's happened in his career and the last couple of years. I just feel like he deserves a little bit of a break, and I think he can do it. I think he's the kind of fighter that can do it. He's so calm at the moment. He's the calmest person involved with this fight, and he's the guy fighting Golovkin. So again, we know it's a tough fight, but I've got a good feeling.
So obviously, as you were saying there, you have a good feeling about Kel winning. Eddie, interesting actually. I've spoken to pretty much everyone here today. I've asked them for their predictions at the end, and the majority of them are saying Kel early, Triple G late. What is your opinion on that? Do you feel like,
I think both guys can hurt each other. I mean, people say, oh no, Golovkin can't be hurt. He can be hurt. Don't worry about that. Golovkin obviously has bigger power than Brook, but I would say, the timing is quite equal. Both got tremendous timing. Kel is faster. He's a little bit smaller, but only really in frame, not really in mass. The key in this fight is that can Kel hurt Golovkin? I think he can. If he can't, he's banging trouble in this fight. He can still outskill him, but he's got to do it over 12 rounds, and that is very, very difficult. Can he hurt him with one punch? Flurry? Or does he have to chip away and continuously hit him hard and sharp? I don't know. I know he can hurt him because I know how Brook can punch at 160 pounds. And when you get a fight this dramatic, like shots, you find those shots from nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you
So
mean.
like when I just said that to you, I just vision in my head of just some kind of semi-trade up, Brook with a sharp right hand down the pipe, and Golovkin just going. That's how I see this fight. You know, something happening like that where it's like bam, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And just rather than like another round, that's gone how we thought it would go. It's not going to play out like that. It's going to be like up, down, edge of your seat, back. Oh, what? Like that. You know?
Yeah.
And at the end of it, we're going to be so tired. But it's all going to be worth it.
Eddie, you know, obviously you and your team, even when you speak about Joshua, you always say, what do you thought, Martin in particular, you said, you know, we always plan for what happens if he doesn't win and what happens if he wins.
Yeah.
Is the sport still going to be there from the British public? Let's forget about if he loses. Let's all hope Kell Brook wins. Now you've got that in your head. Where are you hoping this can take him if he gets the victory?
I mean, he becomes the biggest star in world boxing. You know, to have a win like this, you know, I said to someone, I think this is the biggest win by a British fighter of all time. And they went, oh, that's a bit strong. I went, okay, tell me some others. And they went, Turpin against Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm like, bloody hell. You know.
Going back there,
by the way, Sugar Ray Robinson was in the decline in that fight. You know, Hunnigan against Curry, another big win. But look at what you're comparing it to. You know, so this is if you beat the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, I think that makes you the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. You know, so that's what Kell would be. Stay at middle, rematch Golovkin, go down, fight Canelo, fight Khan. I don't know, but I mean, something tells me you'll be calling the shots, and it'll be a lovely place to be.
Absolutely. Also, Eddie, backwards to some of the fighters yesterday, Conor Ben announcing his huge deal with Reebok. Can you talk to us a bit about that and how it actually came about?
I just think brands in general are starting to look at boxing more seriously again, British boxing, and saying it's a nice fit. Now, for years, the image of boxing is sort of backstreets, a bit shady, violent, and now they're turning on their TVs and seeing normal people enjoying themselves at a sold-out O2, dancing to some music. You're seeing fighters that are better role models. You're seeing fighters that, you know, are aspirational to other members of society, and brands want to be associated with that kind of thing. Conor Ben is a good example. He's got a great look. He's got a great future. He's very dedicated. He's got a great story. Reebok jumped on and said, you know, we like Conor Ben, just like Under Armour did with Anthony Joshua, you know, and to have those kind of brands associated with our fighters and with the sport of boxing is great news.
It's good.
It doesn't really mean anything to fans, but for the business and for the industry, it's big. And you know, even outside of that, brands sponsoring events. You know, we've got a bank sponsoring Saturday's fight. You know, years ago, it was just sort of alcohol or gambling. You know, we still have a lot of our income comes from gaming sponsors.
Yeah.
But now, banks, you know, leisure wear brands, supplement companies, nutritional companies, insurance companies, you know, it's just people are starting to realise that sport boxing has a good profile now for brands to become associated with.
Big up, by the way, yesterday for posting our interview on your Twitter. Appreciate that. And also, what's the update on the Battle of the Giants?
Well, everyone's asking me that like every morning.
So, I saw the comments. There was some good feedback from it, you know.
No, this is if it comes off, it's a huge show.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work to do, and you know, it doesn't fall into place overnight. But you know, we're making some decent progress on a couple of fights, and a bit slow on another fight. But in general, 26th of November, I think we'll get there.
Also, sorry, Derry Matthews and Luke Campbell. Obviously, that's a big cross promotional fight there with Queensbury itself. How did that fight in particular come about, Eddie?
I had a meeting with Andy Allen at Queensbury. We looked at the fight. Everybody appreciates it's a very tough business, and sometimes you can make moves that will help you. And we made Ryan Farag against Burnett, and we made Campbell against Matthews on that same card. So they're two guys getting paid very well to be in big fights, and if there's a big offer for one of our guys to box on a Queensbury card, we don't have a problem with that if the fighter wants to do it. So I never have any problem working with anyone. I'm not really. If it's good news for us and good news for the fighters, it doesn't matter who it is. You know, not really. Don't dislike anyone. It's not really an ego thing. It's just if it works, it works. If it doesn't, no, we won't do it.
Also, Eddie, in general, we've got quite a few fight dates coming up. Colin Linares, September 24th.
Yeah.
You've then got Burns Relic.
Cleverly Bramer.
Yeah, Cleverly Bramer as well.
Burns, Bellew Flores.
Bellew Flores. You know, so you've got quite a few solid fight cards there coming up. Also, in general, have you got any big news in the pipeline? Tell us, maybe something coming up.
Listen, it can happen any time. So you just keep asking me every day. And one day we'll have some big news for you.
Fingers crossed we can have some big news. Eddie, I want to say. Sorry, actually, last one. Wayne tomorrow is at where for the
1
fans?
o'clock at the Indigo. So get there. I'd get there. Doors open at 12. I'd get there nice and early. We have, I think it's about 1,200 seats, but it does get packed in there. So yeah, get down and support the fight. And 48 hours to go. Come the big one.
Make sure you order on Sky Sports box office, live and exclusive.
You know the lines, mate.
I know it already. Eddie, thank you so much for talking to me once again, and I'll see you tomorrow, mate.
Cheers, mate.
All the best.